Can the most valuable resource in your life, your time, be slipping away as you chase a dream that isn't even your own? Have you ever found yourself in a paradox where the more you desire someone, the more they pull away? If you're tired of this chase, you've come to the right place. The more we desire something or someone, the more our chances of losing them increase. This isn't just a trick of fate or a cruel joke. It's one of the most fundamental truths about human nature. This principle, understood by the Stoics centuries ago, can transform not only your relationships but your entire life. Ancient wisdom teaches us that true control lies not in the approval or affection of others, but solely within ourselves. So have you ever wondered why someone becomes more attracted to you the moment you stop chasing them? In this video, we'll explore this mysterious dynamic and delve into what Stoic philosophy has to say about it. If you're ready, let's take the first step towards becoming a center of attraction, not a chaser. The nature of desire and self-sufficiency. In the complex labyrinth of the human soul, a strange truth exists. The more we want something, the more it pushes away from us. In the sea of relationships, we find that the more desperately we approach someone, the more they seem to flee. Yet when we stop reaching out and surrender to the flow, we find that what we desired comes to us on its own. This isn't a game played by the universe, but a reflection of the deep workings of human psychology. When we cling tightly to our desires, we're like a drowning person who desperately pushes away the very life preserver that could save them. Instead of pulling the rope closer, our flailing creates waves that push it further away. This desperation transforms into a powerful energy that inadvertently repels the very thing we want to get close to. Think of a wise person sitting peacefully by a river, unaffected by the chaos of the world around them. Don't they command more respect and interest than a fool who splashes wildly to get everyone's attention? As Epictetus said, "The one who is self-sufficient is the strongest person." When we stop caring about something, it's as if a curtain is lifted and we begin to see the object of our desires clearly, without the distortion of longing. This clarity attracts others because we no longer appear to be driven by need, and there is great power in that. The Stoics understood that wanting something makes a person vulnerable, exposing them to the whims of fortune. However, being indifferent is not about not caring. It's about being whole. This wholeness and self-sufficiency are rare in the world, and people are naturally drawn to what is rare. They seek in you what they lack in themselves, the ability to remain calm and content without being dependent on something they believe they need for happiness. The dynamics of releasing desire. The Stoic concept of preferred indifference offers insight into modern relationship dynamics. When you approach a relationship as a preferred state rather than a desperate need, you show the other person that you value yourself and your own happiness more than the temporary high of a romantic connection. This is like chasing a deer. If you chase it too hard, it will flee, but if you leave it alone, it might return out of curiosity. When we relentlessly pursue someone, we subconsciously project a feeling of lack and need. This creates discomfort and imbalance because the other person realizes that their presence has become the sole object of your longing. When you withdraw your pursuit, you remove this pressure. The absence of desire gives them an opportunity to reevaluate the situation and notice the quiet dignity in your withdrawal. They may start to wonder why you are no longer seeking them, and it is within this curiosity that they begin to seek you instead. This is a truth of human nature. People value things that are not easily obtained. When you remain indifferent, you become a rare commodity, a prize that others must strive to win. This dynamic is not unique to romantic relationships, but applies to all aspects of human interaction. When you achieve internal balance instead of being driven by external impulses, you create an attraction that draws others in. You are no longer a burning passion, but a fire that glows with a steady warmth. People are naturally drawn to this kind of warmth because it offers comfort without the threat of being consumed. The illusion of value and scarcity. When you desire something or someone too intensely, you often create an illusion of scarcity for yourself and the object of your desire. You act as if there is no one else in the world who can fill the void you imagine within you. This perceived scarcity fuels your desires and makes them more urgent. This desperation creates an unsettling and unattractive tension in the other person. No one wants to be the sole, overwhelming focus of another person's attention. It's suffocating and pushes people away rather than drawing them closer. On the other hand, when you release this illusion of scarcity and acknowledge that life holds many possibilities, you project a sense of abundance. You are no longer attached to the outcome of a specific relationship, which makes you more relaxed and approachable. They will sense that you are not desperate, and this will pull them towards you. As Seneca said, life is not short, but we waste a lot of it. The same principle applies to our desires. While life actually offers us an abundance of connections and opportunities, we waste our emotional energy by fixating on things we believe are rare. When we abandon this illusion, we ironically become rare in the eyes of those who see us as available. Self-control and internal power. When you stop chasing another person's affection or approval, you regain control over yourself. This act of turning inward and releasing the need for external validation carries a powerful message. I am content with myself and the world as it is. You are no longer begging for their attention or tying your soul to their whims. A Stoic knows that anything we get by begging from another person belongs to them, not to us. Freedom from desire gives you a quiet strength, a coolness that others find inexplicably attractive. When you show that you are unaffected by their indifference or rejection, you rise above the power they held over you. It is this very shift in the power dynamic that turns the balance in your favor. People desire things they cannot easily have. When you master your desires and remain unswayed by the fleeting whims of others, you show that you are not easily influenced by the external world. Your lack of need, your indifference is perceived as superiority. They begin to want what they believe they cannot have, and in doing so, your act of releasing your desire for them causes them to desire you. This is not a conscious calculation, but a reflection of how people respond to power. In this case, control is not forceful but quiet, passive, and rooted in deep self-confidence. The most powerful lesson I learned from Stoic philosophy is this: a person is as unhappy as they think they are. The same is true for desire. When you let go of others' hold on you, you stop being vulnerable, and they will try to reclaim what they think they've lost. Your indifference becomes your power, and their desire is its inevitable consequence. Walking your own path, the power of time and purpose. As Seneca said, if a man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable. In the vast tapestry of human existence, there is no thread more vibrant, no pattern more compelling than that of a person living with a clear purpose and unwavering determination. When we align our actions with our deepest values and pursue our goals with resolve, we become like a mighty river that carves its path through the landscape. We become unstoppable, admirable, and naturally draw others into our current. When your purpose is clear, you navigate the sea of life with a certainty that others find highly attractive. The Stoics all argued that we should live in accordance with our nature. A person's true happiness is in doing the things they were created to do. When we discover and pursue our true purpose, we radiate an irresistible joy and fulfillment to others. We become a source of attraction not just to ourselves but to the possibility we represent. A life lived with meaning, passion, and purpose. Chasing someone not only drains your emotional reserves but also takes away time you could be spending on personal growth, meaningful relationships, or pursuing your own goals. When you choose to stop the chase, you make a deliberate decision to reclaim your time and energy. This shift in focus allows you to invest in yourself and your goals, which not only benefits you but creates a ripple effect. People are drawn to those who passionately pursue something meaningful. When you are fully engaged with your own life, others notice. You are no longer chasing them, but you are also not available to be chased. This creates curiosity and intrigue, the art of letting go and inevitable change. As Epictetus said, everything has two handles, one by which it can be carried and one by which it can't. Focusing on chasing someone is grasping the wrong handle, the one that leads to disappointment and frustration. When you stop chasing, you accept the natural flow of change. You are no longer trying to control or force an outcome. Instead, you embrace the ebb and flow of life's unpredictability. This calm acceptance is both disarming and attractive. The core of Stoic philosophy holds a simple yet profound truth. You have control over your own mind, but not over others. The more we move away from the need for external validation, the more control we gain over our inner world. Epictetus also said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." In the same way, true freedom comes not from chasing what is unattainable, but from mastering our desires. When you stop chasing what is temporary, you reclaim what is permanent. Your inner peace, your purpose, and control over your life. The act of letting go is not a sign of weakness, it is the ultimate strength. It shows you understand your own worth and refuse to sacrifice it for someone else's approval. Now it's time to stop chasing and start building a life that will naturally attract what is meant for you. Ask yourself, are you willing to continue draining your energy on something outside your control? Or are you ready to reclaim your power by standing still and ending the chase? The choice is yours, but I promise you, when you let go, you will find so much more than you could ever have imagined.